no pringle for you, motherfucker.
Hello YouTube and welcome back to VR Dead. This video is going to be about a game called Survive, which is, as you can imagine from the title, a survival game that is set up in a zombie apocalypse. So if you want to know if this game is worth your precious time and money, then sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. So in Survive you will find three game modes, which are story, trial, and survival. And there is also a very detailed tutorial that is quite well done and better than many other tutorials I've seen in other VR games. So you will select the game mode by shooting at the hanging zombies in the main menu. So as soon as I spawned in the middle of the tutorial, the first thing that caught my attention was the degradation in performance as soon as I looked at the fire there. Yeah, the frame rate dropped quite a lot, but that was the only instance I had that massive frame rate drop. Other than that, the game was pretty fluid and quite smooth, as you can see from here on. Although I should say that there was some stuttering from time to time, probably due to the recording. Story-wise, well, it's pretty cliche. There's a virus called SURV1V3, and these are spread throughout the world, and a lot of people died, and yeah, nothing new here, I'm afraid. But it's not the first time I found a game that has a crappy story and pretty much good gameplay. To be completely honest with you, blowing up zombies' head is incredibly satisfying and never gets tiring. If you have played already some FPS in VR, then this game is not gonna be that different in terms of controls and reloading of the weapons. However, if you're new to the genre, you probably are going to have a little bit of a steep learning curve. So probably it's a good idea to spend some time in the shooting range in the main menu to get familiar with the weapons and the way they reload. Some of the controls are even confusing for experienced players because there are some sort of interactions that are strange. For example, the use of the longbow is a little bit strange for when you want to fast shoot, that you have to keep pressed left trigger. Sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know you, but I really like going around and checking each car and try to find things that are interesting, I don't know, to eat, but also, I don't know, anything that could be useful, ammunitions, weapons, and I really was very happy when I found this package of Pringles. I wanted to eat it so badly. I wanted to bring it with me, but I couldn't put it in my backpack for some reason. It was frustrating. There was another guy that wanted the Pringle, that guy there. No Pringle for you, motherfucker. So yeah, apart from that, yeah, it's pretty cool. I could argue that this kind of advertising makes, the game feel a little bit more real. But yeah, that's a quite good looking tube of Pringles. I would have expected the texture to be a little bit more, let's say, worn out, to be a little bit more immersive. But yeah, never mind, I can overlook that. To be honest, I found the use of melee weapon to be a little bit awkward. I mean, yes, it is satisfying splitting the head with an axe, but it's more the time where the hit is not registered than the rest. I mean, look at this. Tried to kill this guy, but just didn't work. But then when the axe went into his head, I could remove his head with a,
interesting.
And here when I kill this guy, for example, the body goes through the door, which, you know, collision issues are not nice to see, but yeah, but nothing that can't be fixed. And now I'm gonna show you a little bit of a gameplay in co-op with my friend, but I got to this point without even talking about weapons. How could that be possible? Weapons are the focus of this game, so let's get into it. There are many different weapons you can use. So there are normal rifles, then there are machine guns, sniper rifles, shotguns, handguns, and even bows and arrows. So and all of them, yeah, you have to reload them as the weapon was a real weapon. So it's pretty cool that they have implemented this kind of mechanic in a zombie game. The thing is that like other weapons, like contractors, there is no way of telling how many ammunitions are left in your magazines, so you either count them or you know, sometimes you can find yourself in a situation where you run out of bullet with the zombies that come at you, and it's quite scary, let's say. But that is exactly what makes this game quite intense and immersive, so it's not a bad thing. Even the fact of not having a heads-up display is very important, because it contributes to the realism of the game. So if you don't see number of ammunition of your health remaining, you know, everything makes you feel that you are in the game and forget about reality, if you like. The use of the tablet to consult the map is a nice addition, for example, because it doesn't break immersion. The atmosphere of the game is really dark, and the sense of threat was continuous. When my friend was trying to open the door with the drill, I felt like the need to watch our back because something could crawl behind you. And exploration is also rewarding, because you find manuals to be able to learn how to put the upgrades on your weapon. So you have to pick up the manual and put it in your backpack to be able to learn how to put that particular component on your weapon. So I put it down, and that's how it works. Very rewarding. Nice mechanics as well. The very first mission I did in co-op was the first mission, which is basically go and grab some petrol tanks at the petrol station. But obviously something went wrong, and a lot of the zombies came in our way. And I played with my friend in nightmare difficulty, which basically if you fail, I think you have to restart completely from scratch the mission. Sometimes it looks like that the AI works well in terms that the zombie feel the presence of the player and react to noise. Other times seems that you know, they're just brain dead, but it depends really on where you are on the map. They're zombies after all, so they're not, you know, that clever, aren't they? What I really didn't like was the animation of the character, you know, that you can see of the player in co-op. Is just kind of ridiculous and immersion breaking, to be honest. I hope they will fix that, they will improve it, but at the moment it's just awful. However, if you have a zombie fetish, there are some zombie with
sexy legs.
I don't judge you anyway. So, to sum it up, you have several good things in this game that you may like, that are, for example, the good immersion and realism and dark atmosphere. If you like horror games, that really nice. I think the fact that you have 3 game modes will increase your playtime and replayability of the game, and then you have the possibility to play with your friends if you wish to. And also, finally, I think a big map that you can explore, with exploration being very rewarding. The bad things are substantially, I think the controls may be confusing, but it's a matter of getting used to it, in my view. For people who are used to FPS shooters, it shouldn't be that difficult, but for first-timers, probably there is a steep learning curve. I think the audio of the game was a little bit disappointing in co-op, and sometimes the textures were a little bit low resolution, but could be improved. Another aspect perhaps that needs work is the melee combat, but overall I don't think the game is bad at all. To conclude, I think this game is worth your money and time, especially if you have limited amount of time. You can just play your story mode. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please put a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any comment or feedback, let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.